Jai Swaminarayan to all of you. Today we have some questions regarding Kalupur Mandir and Narnarayan Dev. I have some questions and I will try to explain as much as I can. We have some language barrier, but I will try my best so you can understand and maybe it will fulfill your curiosity about Kalupur Mandir and Narnarayan Dev. Very first question is, when this mandir was built, how this mandir was built, when and who installed the murtis of Narnarayan Dev, what other murtis been installed at the same day on the same time. It's a long history, but in short, when Bhagwan Swaminarayan incarnated from Akshardham, he had this thought in his mind that I will build the temple. So, very first temple was planned at Ahmedabad. The reason behind Ahmedabad is, at that time there was a British government in India, and the Angrez governor, seen the lifestyle of the satsangis, they were very obedient, very disciplined, they are not into any crime. So the governors was very impressed by Bhagwan Swaminarayan Satsangi. So he think that if Bhagwan Swaminarayan will build a temple in Ahmedabad, then the more people will satsang, it will be good for the government too, because every satsangi of Bhagwan Swaminarayan was out of crime and living very pure life. So once Bhagwan Swaminarayan was in Ahmedabad and the Angrez governor came to do the darshan and meet Bhagwan Swaminarayan. And he asked Bhagavan, do you have any temples or any mutt or ashrams in Ahmedabad? Bhagavan said, no, we haven't any yet, but we want to build a mandir in Ahmedabad if we have any place. So Angrez governor offered that we can give you the land and you can build a temple on it. Bhagavan said, it will be very good for us too. Then they gave the place right now the temple is. They gifted to Bhagavan. Basically, when they gifted, it was on the paper and it was by some condition, very short period of the time. So Bhagavan said, no, we don't want any short period of time, we want it forever. And so if you can give us a writing on the copper plate, then only we will accept this land. So after that, it will took some time and Angrez governor apply for this land to the London, and Queen agreed to give this temple to the Bhagavan Swaminarayan on the copper plate. So, story in short, that way we got the land, and after that Bhagavan Swaminarayan sent Sadguru Swami Anandanand Swami to Ahmedabad in a short period of like 18 or 19 months. Anandanand Swami, with the help of all the satsangis, Anandanand Swami built this temple. Once temple was ready, he wrote a letter to Bhagavan Swaminarayan, this temple is ready and now you give us the time and date when we want to install the murtis and whichever murti you want. Bhagavan said, okay, we will install the murtis of Narnarayan Dev, because Narnarayan Dev is the king of Bharatkhand and there isn't any temple of Narnarayan Dev. So the very first temple, this is the very first temple of our Sampradaya and we will install Narnarayan Dev's Murti. Anandanand Swami said, okay, we are waiting for you. Then Bhagavan Swaminarayan sent some Santo for the Murtis to Rajasthan and some other Santos to the Vadodara for the iron and whatever the Panchadhatu Murti. And then Bhagavan Swaminarayan asked astrologer named Bhattji, give us a auspicious day and date and time. Bhattji said, Bhagavan, as per Hindu calendar, Fagan Sud Trij is a very good day. We should install the Murti of Narnarayan Dev on this auspicious day of Fagan Sud Trij. Bhagavan replied to the Anandanand Swami that, okay, Fagan Sud Trij, as per English date, it is like 24th of February 1822. We are coming there with the murtis and you prepare for all the occasion and all the utsav. Anandan Swami got this letter and he was very pleased. He started all the preparation for this Murti Pratishtha Utsav and all the Hari Bhaktos, accommodation, food and everything. Day before, 3-4 days, Bhagavan came to Ahmedabad, and the people of Ahmedabad and all the satsangis welcomed Bhagavan with very grand procession, and then Bhagavan came to the mandir. When Bhagavan Swaminarayan was visiting the temple premises, Anandanand Swami showed him a pillar, stone pillar, and asked Bhagavan, said, Bhagavan, touch this pillar and a pillar prasadi no karo. Bhagavan said, why, what is the story? Anandanand Swami said, Prabhu, it's a long story, but again, long story in short. When Anandanand Swami is building a temple, he was going to village by villages asking people to do the seva, in whatever capacity they can for this mandir. So some people do the seva by the money, some people do the seva by time, and some people came with the bullock cart for the seva of transportation, because all the temple was in a stone. Stone was from Idar and from Dhangadra. There are two places in Gujarat. So we have to carry the stones from either Idar or Dhangadra in bullock cart to the temple premises in Ahmedabad. So many people with the bullock cart doing this seva. One of the satsangi from the village called Mota Ankevalia, he came to the mandir and asked Anandanand Swami, where should I go? Anandanand Swami said, okay, go to the Dhangadra and bring a big stone for the construction of the mandir. He went there, but there was a very big stone. They put in the bullock cart. Stone was very heavy, and the two bullocks were fetching the stone. Unluckily, on the way, one of the bullock or the ox got its leg injured. So it was unable to carry any more weight or carry the cart further. So that Satsangi Haribhakta thought, okay, what should I do now? One bullock can't pull these big heavy stones. Another bullock is not that much capable enough, he is a limp by leg. So he thought, okay, let me join the another bullock. Surprisingly, he joined the another bullock in bullock cart and pulled that stone for like several miles. And when they came to Ahmedabad, he said entire story to the Anandanand Swami that this way I bring this stone. Anandanand Swami was very pleased by his sacrifice and his dedication. So he said, okay, the dedication or the sacrifice of this level of the satsangi is the pillar of this temple. So from that stone, Anandanand Swami carved a pillar and they sat in front of Radha Krishna Dev. And by hearing this story, there was a tear in Bhagavan's eyes by this much of dedication of a satsangi or this much of sacrifice of a satsangi for this temple. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan was very pleased. Satsangi wasn't there at that day or at that time. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan hugged that pillar. And before the installing Naranarayana Dev, Bhagavan Swaminarayan give a vardhan or boon, whoever come to Ahmedabad and do the darshan of this pillar, he will get the punya or benefit of the darshan of Naranarayana Dev. The next day was the Pratishtha day, all the preparation was fully made. And the Radha Krishna Dev's murti were there, Dharmadev and Bhakti Mata's murti were there, but Naranarayana Dev's murti somehow didn't arrive till the last night. Anandanand Swami was very worried that now without murti, how can we do the pratishtha? He went to Bhagavan, Bhagavan, I am very worried. How can we do the pratishtha without murtis? Bhagavan said, don't worry, just keep calm, everything will be fine. So in the midnight, somehow a very divine camels came into the mandir. They have Naranarayana Dev's murtis. Anandanand Swami was pleased by seeing those murtis. the murti was safely uh, taken away from the camel. And then Anandanand Swami said, you just relax, I will send some water and some food for you guys, as you looks like tired. Anandanand Swami went to the kitchen and asked someone to give them a food and water. And then someone came with food and water. There wasn't any camel, there wasn't any person. Anandanand Swami is surprised. He went to Bhagavan Swaminarayan. Bhagavan, we have the murtis, but I am very surprised. How we get this? Bhagavan said, these murtis are very divine murtis. It was crafted by Bhagavan Vishwakarmaji by himself. It is very auspicious, and it was preserved somewhere from 1,000 years, and now we are installing these murtis on the same place where Bhagavan Naranarayan Dev incarnated as a teenage twins before 1,000 or millions years ago. So next day Bhagavan installed the murtis of Naranarayan Dev by himself. When I say by himself, it means Bhagavan hugged the murtis, he just picked the murtis and installed in the Sinhasan. Bhagavan built 9 temples during his own lifetime. All the murtis are Murti Pratishtha by Bhagavan himself. But there is only Murti of Naranarayan Dev which was hugged, picked and installed by Bhagavan Swaminarayan himself. So this is how this Murti was installed. The Radha Krishna Dev's Murti was installed the same day. Dharmadev and Bhakti Mata's Murti is also installed on the same day. Hanumanji Ganapati was installed obviously. So after Pratishtha, Bhagavan did a very big Brahmana Chaurash. It means thousands of Brahmins get food on the lake of Kakari, and this is how the temple was built, did Pratishtha and everything. Another question I have is that what is the special about Chhatri in the center courtyard? The Chhatri is actually wherever the Chhatri is in Sampradaya, it is the memory place, or you can say milestone, okay, a place where Bhagavan did some Leela. So Chhatri in the central courtyard, there Bhagavan was used to sit there whenever he do the Sabha. Also, whenever Bhagavan do the Rangotsav, there was a wooden stage there, and Bhagavan was sitting on there and spraying colors all over the satsangis and santos. So it was the place where Bhagavan used to sit there and do the leelas and do the katha sabhas and do the Rangotsav leela. And in that memory there is a Chhatri in the central courtyard. Another question is, where is the original Sinhasan of Naranarayan Dev now located? Okay. When Bhagavan Swaminarayan installed the murtis of Naranarayan Dev, it was the different Sinhasan. Right now it is the different set because it was almost 200 years, and in 200 years so many changes had been made. So the original Sinhasan in which Bhagavan Swami Narayan had installed the murtis of Naranarayan Dev is right now in the temple called Swaminarayan Mandir, Narayan Ghat. It's just nearby, like 4 or 5 kilometers away from the Kalupur Mandir. Then on the bank of the river Sabarmati, there is a very good temple of our Kalupur Mandir's branch. So the original Sinhasan of Naranarayan Dev in which Bhagavan installed the murti is right now in the Narayan Ghat Mandir. Another thing we should be marked that only Sinhasan has been changed. The murti is at the same place. The murti of Naranarayan Dev haven't moved a millimeter from that place where Bhagavan Swaminarayan is installed. It's a signification of Naranarayan Dev. All other murtis was installed by Bhagavan Swaminarayan himself, but somehow or by some reason, each and every murti was moved slight bit because of the circumstances. But only murti of Naranarayan Dev is still there since 200 years, unmoved a centimeter. Okay, and the last question is, where is the 3 Ghanshyam Maharaj located? Okay, there are 3 Ghanshyam Maharaj in Kalupur Mandir. One is wooden Ghanshyam Maharaj murti in where the Santos used to live. It called Rangamahal Ghanshyam Maharaj. Rangamahal Ghanshyam Maharaj is the place where Bhagavan Swaminarayan used to say whenever he come to the Ahmedabad and he was staying there. It was his house actually. So there is a Ghanshyam Maharaj in Rangamahal. It was installed after Bhagavan Swaminarayan passed away, or Bhagavan Swaminarayan went to his abode Akshardham. Another Ghanshyam Maharaj is in Haveli. Haveli means a temple for the, especially for the ladies. No gents allowed in that premises. So another wooden Ghanshyam Maharaj in Haveli. And another Bal Swarup Ghanshyam Maharaj, also called Akshar Bhuvan Ghanshyam Maharaj, where around the Ghanshyam Maharaj there are so many prasadi things there, and there is a Ghanshyam Maharaj, Bal Swarup Ghanshyam Maharaj is there. This is Kalupur Mandir. Another small thing I want to add, that there is another small chhatri. You just enter in the mandir, there is left side, there is a chhatri. There was a neem tree at that time. Bhagavan Swaminarayan used to sit under that tree and do the sabha. So trees, there is no tree anymore, but the wood of the tree, or third jadno apde kahiye, third is also still there. There is a stone in which Bhagavan Swaminarayan used to bath in Rangmahal. That stone is also there for the darshan, for the Hari Bhaktos. There is a well also in the Kalupur Mandir from which Bhagavan Swaminarayan used to fetch the water and bath, take a bath. There is also two chhatris nearby Rangmahal. So these are the small prasadi places inside the Kalupur Mandir premises. There are so many places just nearby Kalupur Mandir, because Bhagavan Swaminarayan used to stay in Ahmedabad, going to Padramani for so many places. So there are so many places of Ahmedabad where Bhagavan belongs to, but these are the places in nearby the temple. And hope you have all the answers. If you have any more questions to answer, feel free to ask again. I will try to explain as much as I can. Jai Swaminarayan.